People. Hey, your boy ain't been in the zone in a minute. Hey, it's your boy Marquise. I'm back at it again or whatever. Life been having, been throwing its ups and downs, going through in and out. Situations and circumstances or whatever. They're just life. God said we would go through things, but He said trouble don't last always. But you have to remind yourself that, you know, you only can go so far down to the bottom of the pit before God lift you back up. You have to remind yourself as a kid when you used to go swimming, go to the YMCA or something like that, for the summer, just learning how to swim. When you go down to the bottom, you have to come back up. You have to resurface at some point. And sometimes some people become scared and afraid and they get caught in the middle or, they get, stuck in the pool where they have to get rescued. But, that's when God throw a lifeline, when you need to be rescued. Sometimes, when we go through problems and we face certain circumstances and situations, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to pray. Sometimes you don't have nobody to talk to, because, you know, you can't talk to everybody about everything or anything. Because sometimes, whatever, you need somebody with some faith. Only with just only if this just was a grain of a mustard seed like the Bible talk about. You need somebody to touch and agree with you when you're going through. It may be anxiety attacks. It may be, problems you're facing at work. It may be health problems. It may be problems, that you're facing at the court, eviction, or whatever it may be. But sometimes we forget to pray. Sometimes we forget to call on God because the Bible said our help comes from Him. And sometimes we tend to try to find help in other ways, and we try to uh, exhaust our resources or whatever before we call on God when God is the first person that you should call on. But people, you can't give up because we living in the last days, and it's gonna get worse and worse. And from day to day, you never know what we're gonna face, what you're gonna face, what you're gonna come up against. But as long as you got God on your side, as long as you put God first, because He tell us to put Him first. So as long as you put Him in front of you and keep going and keep pushing, God will see you through. But it may seem like that He ain't answering. It may seem like that you may not come out of that thing. But just keep going, just keep pressing, just keep pushing, just keep praying. You can't be praying and cussing. You can't be praying and wavering. You can't be bitter. You can't be talking crazy. You gotta stay focused. You gotta stay single-minded, when you're doing this. You can't let the devil distract you like he did Peter when God bid him to come out of the boat onto the sea. But Peter got distracted and he began to sink. But hey, his lifeline was there because God pulled him up out of the water before he can drown. And that's what I'm here to tell somebody, that God will pull you out of the water before you drown. If you don't lose faith, if you don't lose hope, God will pull you out of the water before you drown. So this is not it. It's not over for you. Like it's not over for you. You still breathing. You still got your mind. You still able to pray. You still able to walk. You still able to work. And some people, they don't want to work. Some people want to make excuses. Some people don't want to do better for themselves. But they want to find other reasons or whatever to complain, to be bitter, to be down. When all you need to do is just trust in God. He said, cast your cares on me for I care for you. And a lot of people that say they care for you, they don't care for you. Because when you find yourself in bad situations and when you need people to be there for you and you call on them and you need them to be there for you in the time of need, them people turn their back on you. That's just like when somebody die and people at the funeral like, call me. Just if you need anything, just let us know. Just we'll be there for you. You call them people forget about you in a week. You call them people, they phone to keep ringing. Them people ain't thinking about you. They said the same thing when my mama passed away. Just call if you need anything. Just call if if you need somebody to talk to. Nothing. We talk to people that day of the funeral, maybe the day after that, but after that, you ain't hear nothing else from them people. So when you need somebody to talk to God. Talk to God. God will guide you and direct you, and he will navigate your path. The Bible said the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delight in his way. All you got to do is start reading. All you got to do is start praying. But when you do all that cussing, when you do all that complaining, when you do all that worrying, when you be bitter, when you do all that unnecessary talking and complaining and vain repetition, you need to just throw that stuff out of the way, because that just simply tells me that I don't believe in God if I'm talking like that. I'm giving the devil room to use me or whatever, because what I'm needing for God, I can't really get it because something inside me or whatever keep holding me back. First of all, I got to repent. Second of all, or whatever, I got to tell God or whatever to get me out of the mess that I'm in. Then I have to change my mind. And then I have to change my circumstances. And then I got to change the way that I talk. Then I got to change the way that I walk. Then I got to change my company. See, it's all about you, what you want to do. The reason why some people stuck, because they refuse to move. And that's what God did when he released the children of Israel out of Egypt. They got in the wilderness. They started complaining. He fed them manna. They said it was better with Pharaoh and them. We should have just stayed back there. Moses brought us out here. His God brought us out here to die. They started complaining. They lost faith. You can't lose your faith. You got to believe in God. Either you believe in God or either you don't. So you got to just hold your head up. You got to have people in your life that's going to pray for you. You got to have people in your life that's going to have your back. You got to have people in your life that's not going to talk against you, that's not going to down you. You don't need that. Ask God to remove those people out of your life and replace those people with confidence. Replace those people with people of faith. Replace those people with people of encouraging. People that really will encourage you to push forward, to go forward. Tell them to replace those people with those type of people. Because the Bible said trouble don't last always. It just don't. It's just like if you got a cold or if you caught COVID. At some point, COVID got to leave. It'll run its course 10 to 14 days, but it got to go. But if you keep going back in the same environment to possibly catch COVID again, you know what I'm saying? Why you keep asking, God, help me, why you keep running to the hospital? Because you keep putting yourself back in the same situation. Change your mind, change your circumstances, change your way of thinking. God will get you out. Peace. I love y'all. We better together. I'm back. Hi. I love y'all. Good day.